It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It is round 2 of the NBA playoffs. The intensity just kicked up a notch for Game 2. Welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Chicago Bulls in their house, United Center. Looking at the Bulls, they were very effective in asserting their will in Game 1, which turned into a blowout. And they seem to have a mental edge going into Game 2. And after winning Game 1, they've got another chance tonight on their home floor to maintain that home court advantage. Kenny, what does their
They can't have that feeling that I have right now. I just feel that I know what's going to happen. I'm a little overconfident.
You're overconfident? Yeah. Overconfident about what?
Because they're higher speed. They've got to protect their home court advantage. So I kind of know what's going to happen in this game. I'm a little overconfident.
Here's Rose. He's got 8. On the court for Atlanta, Teague and Korver are the guards. Scott is out there with Horford, and it's Sefolosha in at the small forward. Now here's Lewis. 11-point game. Butler kicks to Lewis. Al Horford with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Hardaway kicks to Horford. Down low. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Scott.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
And Butler gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason.
Percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Chicago. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Schroeder's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And Gasol comes to help. Sefolosha passes to Scott. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They led by as many as 18 points. Their offense came out big in Saturday's game.
You know, they played well enough to win. But to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And Atlanta has possession. The Bulls getting the bucket. Scott with a screen on Chalmers. And Horford wide open. He shoots. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Chicago leading by 11. Gasol setting the pick for Chalmers. Gasol on the high post. Takes a big high punch and goes in. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about that sweet-looking stroke from Gasol?
To the paint, here's Horford. The shot will not go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And here is Sefolosha following the three-pointer by Freak. Feeds it to Hardaway. From downtown, And he gets the bucket.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And here is Chalmers. And Freak throws it down.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
The Hawks trail by 15. Shooter kicks to Cephalosha. He feeds it to Hardaway. Pass to Schroeder. Now here is Cephalosha. Lewis covering. Butler attacking. It's Chicago with another bucket.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here is Cephalosha. The feed now to Hardaway. From past the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Dishes it to Lewis. And that one is hammered home.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
So, Chicago. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Bellinelli. Outside Korver. Teague against Butler. Now Bellinelli. No good. On the triple. Outside Butler. Rose kicks to Lewis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 58 points for Freak.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls opening up a huge gap. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Bulls leading by 21. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Bulls. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Lewis in at the small forward position. And Teague, here we go. They double him with Butler. And it's Korver in the corner. Sinks the triple.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched.
Of effort. 20. Outside Teague. Out to the right wing. Teardrop. We're just standing still, Clark.
Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. All alone. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the pass to Lewis.
Talk about a terrific game for Freak. He has 15 rebounds and some big-time point production as well.
And how about this, guys? He's actually scored more than half their points by himself.
And at some point, guys, you would think that the defense would make an adjustment. They'd throw something else at him because what they're doing right now has not been working.
Al Horford is checked in for Atlanta. Here's Teague. Pass to Scott. Back to Teague. Picked by Horford. The dish to Korver. Here's Teague. Scott with the screen on Butler. To the inside. 4 on the clock. And here comes the break. And a wide open look for Freak. Rebounded by the Hawks. Korver's got his 5th rebound in this one.
That's a walk.
9 feet out. And it's Teague. That time on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time. Goodness.
So for the Hawks, Hardaway comes in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Teague. Horford with the screen on Rose. Back to Hardaway. Off the pick.
Good time, Greg. That's good offense.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Picked by Horford. Hardaway against Butler. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Lewis kicks to Gasol. Outside Rose. Inside, Cephalosha with the steal. Here's Horford. And the layup's good off the glass.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Feeds it to Gasol. Lewis on the way. Covered by Cephalosha. Rose attacking. Horford with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Schroeder with the ball. Working on Rose. Great open look there.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Chicago leading by 19 points. He kicks to Lewis. And he goes big with the dunk right over Al Horford. Nasty. Absolutely.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Scott. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Checking out the game Mike Scott is having. 18 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Scott hits them both. So it's Chicago now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Outside Gasol. Pulls up on the elbow. The shot misses. Nice D from Scott. The Hawks trail by 19. Hawks passing it around. Cephalosha with it. Butler covering. Cephalosha dishes to Hardaway. Scott with the screen on Rose. Just 5 on the clock. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Lewis with the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. Scott against Gasol. Picked by Horford. Scott inside. Goes back up. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. He dishes it to Rose. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded closely. There's a screen. Outside, Scott. Cephalosha passes to Horford. The shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And it's Rose penetrating. Here's Lewis. Second shot opportunity. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Pau Gasol. Dunleavy's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Chalmers in for Rose. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Atlanta. Schroeder kicks to Scott. Here's Horford. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Horford having just a fantastic game. 18 points and a steal.
Bulls have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Lewis outside.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
And that one's good.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Shooter passes to Ariza. Over to the left wing. Shot to stop the run, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Joakim Noah.
Well, it's terribly frustrating for a coach when his team can't knock down their free throws. I mean, it really comes down to focus, routine, and stamina, especially in the second half.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Boozer, he's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Pau Gasol. Dunleavy's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Chalmers in for Derrick Rose. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Chicago making some changes. Pau Gasol's checked in for Portis. Butler comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Rose in for Mario Chalmers. Atlanta also making some changes here. Scotty's checked in for Ariza. Cephalosha comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Korver in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Horford. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
No one covering.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Butler against Teague. Here's Horford. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And that's now 22 points for Al Horford. Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Rose dishes to Lewis. Knocked away. Cephalosha with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Move the ball.
To the inside, and stolen by Cephalosha.
And, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for Chicago.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Teague kicks to Scott. Back to Teague. He feeds it to Korver. Horford the pass to Cephalosha. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Scott. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. That's good from Scott. Chicago making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Dunleavy comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Chalmers in for Rose. And then for Atlanta, Mike Muscala is checked in for Horford. Hardaway comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Bellinelli in for Kyle Corbin. Chalmers dishes to Lewis. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside T, inside. Here's Scott. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chalmers against T. Lewis outside.
Let's go! Let's go!
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, fellas, just tighten up, all right? Get us up on this one.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
You put on what was simply an incredible fourth period. How were you able to take over this game in the end?
I think our team just wore them down over the course of the first 3 quarters. And during the fourth, it made things easy for myself and others to create space. And get the shots that...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Well, the players are where you're really tested. His performance tonight was...
And that'll signal the end of our NBA postseason.